Thank you very much, gentlemen, and what a series it was to start off. A little sloppy for our first game of the day, I must say. We talked about the Jarvan Fizz pick in the mid lane. We were expecting something a little different there.
Yeah, I really wanted to see that Jace. I still maintain it was probably the better pick for actually either team, but especially Cloud9. And man, the first 20 minutes of that game was...
It was a struggle for both teams.
I can't sugarcoat it. It was some abysmal League of Legends. No one wanted to prevent the other team from taking an objective, very early invades onto Alliance's red buff. Alliance gave it up. Whenever anybody would make a rotation into another lane, nobody was there to defend it.
Yep.
Very bizarre, risk-aversive League of Legends.
It very much seemed in the early game that Alliance just allowed C9 to do whatever they wanted. If they were like going towards Dragon, oh, you guys can have it, don't worry, just have it. If you want my red buff, go take it. I'll get it later or something like that. It was really bizarre. First like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Impulsive decision making, like the choose your own adventure Maokai build, which by the time he got all of his items, it actually seemed okay.
It did at the end of the game, but he was laning against Lucian and then decided, oh, I need a Warden's Mail right now. But it was so obvious that they were going to swap that lane. As soon as he got the tower, they were going to put their numbers down bottom to contest the Dragon. That you should never have got that Warden's Mail over a Catalyst, because he was going to go up against Lysandra very soon after that.
Yeah, based off my one game of experience watching the new Alliance, like Reckless is obviously a fantastic AD carry, and mechanically when they're in team fights, they still really know how to play League of Legends in team fights, but they still have massive strategic holes. The first 25 minutes of the game is literally just people trying to accumulate items, and then they're willing to do things. It just leaves vulnerabilities, which Cloud9 should have taken more advantage of.
Yeah, and the thing about Cloud9, too, is while they did play the map, I'm not going to say well, but better than Alliance at the beginning, I know Stupe was mentioning, too, a lot of the time that Balls' teleports were late, very late, and some of these team fights could have been decisively won by Cloud9 after they got that initial advantage with the first few kills of the game, if Balls had just pulled the trigger a little bit faster.
There was two back-to-back fights where I think Reckless walked away with a quadra kill like twice.
Those were fights 2 minutes apart with Alliance being 4K down. How often do you are 4K down and you ace 2 fights 2 minutes apart?
How often do you have 2 aces in a game and lose?
That's a very good point.
It just kind of goes to show how much they gave up in the early game. They didn't necessarily have to. Because when they were grouped up, their team composition worked quite well. They made up for having lower damage with extended team fights. The Maokai-Soraka synergy was very real. Xerath damage was really high if you could stay 11 fights, but just a bunch of strategic holes.
All right, we'll see if both teams can patch up some of these holes. Obviously, Cloud9 with the victory is going to be moving on to the second game with a bit of momentum, so we'll see if they can come out big in Game 2 in our first best of 3 series here. Intel Extreme Masters San Jose. We'll be right back with more League of Legends.